Have you ever felt like everything was going great with a woman, and then out of nowhere, she pulls away? Suddenly, she's not texting back as much, she seems distant, or maybe she just stops showing interest altogether. It's confusing, right? You start to wonder, what happened? Was it something I said or did? Let me share a story with you. Imagine a guy named Alex. He's been seeing someone he really likes, let's call her Sarah. At first, things are amazing. They're talking all the time, laughing, making plans for the weekend. But one day, Alex notices Sarah isn't texting back like she used to. She's not initiating conversations, and when they do talk, she feels off, distant. It hits Alex hard. He's left wondering what went wrong. Now, this is where most guys like Alex start to panic. They feel that shift in energy, and they want to fix it immediately. So, Alex does what many guys do. He starts Googling. He watches YouTube videos, reads advice blogs, and the most common advice he finds is to go no contact, focus on yourself, hit the gym, level up in life, and maybe, just maybe, she'll come back. At first, Alex likes the sound of this. It gives him hope. But here's the catch. He's not really doing it for himself. Deep down, he's working out, dressing better, and reading self-help books, all with one goal in mind: getting Sarah's attention again. He's putting all this effort into himself, but she's still the center of his world. And that's where the problem lies. He's still prioritizing her feelings over his own growth. Now, let's look at this situation through the eyes of a different guy. Let's call him Max. When Sarah starts pulling away, Max notices it too. But instead of panicking, Max takes a step back. He thinks, okay, I've been putting in my best effort here. I've been genuine, I've communicated, and I've shown up. If she's pulling away, maybe this isn't about me. Max doesn't waste his time overanalyzing Sarah's every move or trying to figure out what's going on in her head. Instead, he shifts his focus inward. It's kind of like working on a group project. Imagine you're working hard to meet a deadline, but your partner isn't pulling their weight. The project falls apart, and you fail. Would you spend hours trying to convince them to do better next time? Probably not. You'd say, lesson learned, and choose a better partner next time. That's how Max approaches relationships. He knows his value, and if someone isn't matching his energy, he doesn't chase them. He moves forward. This mindset doesn't mean Max is cold or unfeeling. He's still a caring guy, but he values his time and emotional energy. He understands that his happiness doesn't depend on someone else. And here's the funny thing, this approach often gets the same result as Alex's self-improvement journey. Sometimes Sarah might come back, curious about why Max didn't chase her. But by then, Max is in a stronger position. He's focusing on his life, meeting new people, and maybe even finding someone who matches his energy better. So, why is this approach more effective? First, it protects your mental health. Let's be real, when you're overthinking why someone has pulled away, it can mess with your head. Anxiety, frustration, even depression, it's not a fun place to be. When you shift your focus to yourself, you avoid all that unnecessary stress. Second, when you work on yourself, for you and not to win someone back, it's empowering. You're no longer giving someone else control over your happiness. And ironically, this confidence can make you even more attractive. It's not about playing games or pretending you don't care. It's about genuinely living your best life, with or without them. Now, some people hear terms like alpha male and beta male and roll their eyes. They sound cliche, right? But these terms are just shorthand for different mindsets. It's not about being macho or dominating others. It's about knowing your worth and not settling for less. In the animal kingdom, dominant males focus on their needs and naturally attract others, while the rest hope for scraps. Humans aren't so different. Think about it, how many guys out there are stuck chasing someone who doesn't appreciate them. They lose themselves in the process. But the ones who thrive, they're the ones who focus on their own lives, their own growth. They prioritize their well-being, and everything else falls into place. Life is unpredictable. Even if you're successful, confident, and doing everything right, you're still going to face challenges in relationships. People will pull away, lose interest, or change their minds. That's just part of life. But the key is to always prioritize yourself. Build a life you love, with or without anyone else in it. When you do that, you'll handle these situations with ease. So, the next time you feel someone pulling away, take a page from Max's book. Don't stress, don't chase. Take a breath, focus on you, and remember, you've got this.